I'm out here working on my daughter's Dodge Ram 50. The center section of this hood, all the clear coat is peeling off. I mean, I'm talking like thumbnail peeling. My plan is to just take an aerosol can of the factory color, which I already got, and we will go ahead and recoat the hood, and then we'll clear the whole thing again.
That is not going to work.
It's a little while later, and my plan of using an aerosol of the factory color is just turning into me tiger striping the hood. Unlike Frosted Flakes, this is not great.
Really? Really?
Terrible joke. But, new plan. I'm going to teach myself how to use an HVLP sprayer, some urethane with some reducer and some hardener in it, and try to do this the right way for once. Or at least a better way. Because I don't like that at all. So, nothing about this says anything about cars. Decks, fences, trim, doors. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call this the door to the engine compartment. That way I can say this sprayer is made to paint that door. This gives us a vertical pattern. If I turn the tip, it would give us a horizontal pattern. This is your trigger control here and your trigger, and that's it. Paint goes in here, paint comes out there. And what I've got here is the factory 1987 navy blue metallic from Dodge / Mitsubishi. I don't know who actually put it on there, but the important part about this one is it says pre-reduced. I didn't want to mess with having to try and get all of that correct the first time I'm doing this. I want as simple as possible. So pre-reduced factory color. We'll shake this up, get it stirred up, put it in the can, and spray it and see what happens. Now it's either going to come out fantastic or it's going to come out terrible. We'll find out in a minute. All right, everybody. I think you being over here, you have the best angle of the tiger stripes and maybe the pattern that we're going to put down on this. So we're going to go ahead, mask up, and start painting. All right, that is one layer. It's definitely getting rid of the tiger stripes. We're going to give that a couple minutes to set up, then we'll hit it again. Hey, good news. I've already got a run over here. Okay, well, that could have gone better. Oh, we've got some crinkling going on over here. That's not fantastic. All right, we'll let this dry for a while. As you can see, here's our big issues. Is I got a lot of wrinkling in it, and I'm 90% sure that that is my fault. Probably for not letting it cure long enough before going over it a second time. So now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to sand all these wrinkles out and sort of prime and start over. But, you know, it's a learning curve. I do like that better than regular aerosol cans. I just need to learn a little bit more on how to use it slightly betterish. Okay, gave this about 24 hours to dry, and we have hit it with 400, knocked everything down, gotten all the wrinkles out, which means we had to go down into primer in a couple spots, but, you know, is what it is. So, new plan is I'm gonna have to primer this entire thing again. Then we'll finally hit it with more paint. And hopefully everything will stick because I'm gonna wait longer in between coats this time. After a couple coats of filler primer, this thing is super smooth, so it's like it never even happened. Now, next step, prime the entire hood. And now we moved on to day 3 of the Ram 50 hood saga. We've got the entire thing in a coat of filler primer. This is gonna have to dry, and then we'll hit that with some red Scotch-Brite, and then wax and grease remover, and we should be ready to paint it yet again. I think the only thing I've done right so far in this video is use a respirator. We'll continue to do that.
You gotta check your mirrors, just side of your eye. Side of your eye. Hey, they're chasing us. Come on, make it fun. Don't drive angry. Don't drive angry. That's not bad for a quadruped.
I've got 2 or 3 light coats on it. I'm ready to do wet coats tomorrow. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this dry overnight. It's not gonna hurt anything, but I have no wrinkling and it's looking pretty good. Coverage is fairly even. I feel confident that I can probably get some nice even wet coats down and make that just a little bit better before we go to clear coat. All right, well, it's time to try to do some wet coats. Hopefully without running the paint, hopefully without it bubbling, crinkling, whatever. But we need to get some final wet coats on this. It's been, I don't know, going at this for 2 weeks now. At this point, it's more a test of will than a test of skill. I'm slowly learning, but I'm also determined to do this myself, which is a good and a bad thing. You know how it is. So, we'll load up the HVLP sprayer, and we will try to get a wet coat on this and see what it looks like. All right. Well, let's get this over with. Hold on. Hold on. That may have actually worked. It looks pretty decent except for the part where the plastic is over here hitting it. That's really frustrating, but it's okay. We'll ignore that as long as everything else is fine. That's that came out okay-ish. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at me. I'm not mad at the world. Doesn't really matter, but I'm not mad. It's still drying, but we can take a look at it here. I think we've done a pretty okay job. And I don't even know if I'm going to clear coat it right now. We're just going to let it dry. Leave it alone. Walk away. And call it good. Well, there we go. The hood's back on it. The color match is, well, it's not exact, but they said this is the factory color, so we're gonna have to go with that. But that's way better than peeling clear coat, so that's gonna do it for today. Well, or for the last couple weeks, in reality. And we'll see you next time.
I'll see you tomorrow, maybe.